Folks, John Harris here. I ran across a quick little video that I'm going to add to this, okay? Of course, it's generic, so it doesn't apply any particular financial vehicle. I have a particular financial vehicle, and what I'm doing is, I'm renting out ad space on the internet. I'm doing that through Banner's Broker. And if you go to the Banner's Broker site, it's kind of weird because, you click on the link and it's, and the video starts playing and the guy says, welcome to Banner's Broker, an innovative way to get more traffic to your website. And that has nothing to do with what I'm doing. I mean, you can't throw a rock without hitting somebody that has some company that's going to bring more traffic to your website. So what's so specific, what's so particular about that? Well, that's not part of the Banner's Broker thing that I'm doing. So you kind of have to get into it a little bit deeper to find out what's happening there. But what I'm doing is, through Banner's Broker, I'm renting out ad space that they provide for me, and with that profit, I'm buying more ad space. And I've been doing it for 4 months. It's really, really good. Now, I want you to watch this video. It's going to give you some specific formulas. Hey, if you don't want to do Banner's Broker, that's okay. Do something else. But do something smart. Here's the video. Watch it.
Have you ever wondered how the rich keep getting richer while broke people stay broke and the middle class seems to be shrinking? Well, this isn't nearly as mysterious as it may appear when you examine the specific differences in how broke people, the middle class, and the rich spend their money. I'd like to review some financial terms we'll be using during this presentation. The terms that you need to be familiar with are cash flow, which means money you bring in, expenses, which means money you spend, assets. Now, this is the most confusing one. You're probably familiar with the traditional definition of an asset, which is something you own or have equity in. However, back in the 1990s, Robert Kiyosaki introduced us to a new definition of an asset in his groundbreaking Rich Dad, Poor Dad series of books. Robert taught us that an asset is something that pays you, and that's the definition we'll be using here. Liabilities is the last term, and it's defined as things that cost you money. Creating wealth isn't a mystery, it's a formula. The only reason someone doesn't create wealth is because they either don't know the formula or they don't apply the formula. The issue with both broke people and the middle class is that normally all of their cash flow is dependent on their own effort, meaning that they've educated themselves to exchange their knowledge and expertise for someone's money. Also, the money they earn is usually the highest taxed form of income. On the surface, life's pretty good. The reality is that it's a roller coaster ride. Now let's take a look at how the rich people spend their money. Rich people acquire assets. Again, an asset is something that pays you. If you want to become rich, buy assets that earn you more money. The money cycle looks like this. Acquire assets that produce cash flow, invest the profits to acquire more assets that produce more cash flow, invest those profits to acquire more assets that produce more cash flow. The rich spend their money and acquire things that produce more money. Here are a few examples of assets that produce more money. Investments are the obvious ones: stocks, bonds, real estate. Education is another asset. If you learn how to do something that produces more money for you and you actually do it, that's buying an asset. Another example of assets you can acquire that pay you are cash-generating opportunities, especially those opportunities that can create a passive cash flow. Here's a small example. Let's suppose you bought a pinball machine and you put it in a barber shop. And you don't spend any of the profits. You save them until you can buy another pinball machine and put it in another barber shop. This, by the way, was Warren Buffett's first business. So remember, broke people buy stuff, the middle class buy liabilities, and the rich acquire assets, preferably cash-generating opportunities that can create passive cash flow. They then take that cash flow and invest it in another asset that produces more cash flow. That's the wealth creation formula.
Multi-levels and network marketing and all those things, I've been in them. You know, I've run across some great people, fantastic people, and some tremendous products. But quite frankly, the problem with those is it all depends on recruit, sponsor people, build your team, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, it's like a revolving door. They quit, you know, as fast as you could bring them in. And so how in the world do you build a team? Some people can do that. Maybe you could do that. Very difficult for the vast majority of people. And that's one of the things that looks really good about Banner's Broker, because you don't have to recruit people to make a tremendous amount of money in Banner's Broker. Yeah, you can recruit people. You do get a bonus, which is extra traffic. Instead of having to buy traffic, you get a bonus of traffic. You could do both if you want, whatever. You'll have to just, you know, watch some other YouTube videos to get the idea, or you can contact me if you want and we'll talk. But for people who have a challenge sponsoring people, this is going to be their only redemption, perhaps. Their only way of making some decent money from home, on the computer, through the internet, and a tremendous amount of money. So, keep the chin up. If you're having a challenge making money from home and you want to make money from home, you need to make money from home, keep looking. You'll find the one that's right for you. I know I have. Take care.